Hello there and welcome back to another video. Today guys, we are here inside of the tutorial of how to make a raise a something type game over here guys. In this video over here, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can go and make the stats for your item that you're raising. I'm just going to call it a flopper guys over here. For example, the age, the hunger, and like the happiness, or whatever you guys want to make the last stat really. It doesn't really need to be happiness, but age and hunger are the main ones, and then the last one you can really just change on however you guys like. But into this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can go to make it display the stats above its head, and also how you can save these stats for whenever you load back into the game, and also how you can go ahead and make it so that whenever the stats change, it also changes on the level above, which is going to be awesome. So this is going to be an awesome video that you all are not going to want to miss out on. Before I start anything off over here and gotten into all of this right now, I first need to go and tell you a little bit about rblxcodes.com, which is my own Roblox code website where you can find out game codes, music codes, and guides. There is tons of stuff in there that you guys have to check out. Overall, we give the codes for over 300 Roblox games, so if you guys need a code for a game, it will be there. And if you guys guess, let's just go ahead and get on into this video now. Okay guys, first things first, in the starter player script, add a, no sorry, not the starter player script, in the, where is it, starter GUI over here, add a new thing called a billboard GUI right now guys. And then straight away in the billboard GUI, as you can see, Donal, simply just click on your item. That's just going to quickly put this like into that, as you guys can see over there guys. And there's a few things that we're going to quickly change with this. Max distance, you guys can change this to whatever you really like. I prefer 40 because you don't really want to be seeing this from like a mile away, if you guys get what I mean. I think it's better just to be when you're like a decent bit away from it, if you guys get what I mean. Also guys, for the size, I have actually created one just before this, just to see what would be right for the size and stuff. I have went ahead and created for the size. I put mine on 6, and also sorry guys, so 6 on the size, and then 5 6 on the X and 5 on the Y. Make sure you guys do put this in scale guys. As you can see, it's quite big right now. However, it's just taking up the whole of like the normal bit over here guys. One second, let me just add a frame so you guys can see. As you can see here, well, yeah, so it's kind of like just going inside the flopper. We don't really want that. First things first though guys, we want to go ahead and select always on top. That's just going to mean that this is always on top. It's not going to be hidden by the flopper itself, so that means you can see it anywhere. And also guys, we want to go ahead and set the studs offset to 5 studs on the y-axis. As you can see over here, this actually now brings up our GUI. Okay guys, next what we are going to go ahead and do is just simply call this stats display. Over here guys, there we go, stats display right now. And then inside this, we are going to go ahead and add a text label. I'm going to go ahead and call this just simply age. And then guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the size of this to be 10 for X, and for Y I'm going to change it to 0.3 no sorry 0.3 and then 0 right now guys. We're going to leave the position the same. Next I'm going to slide the background transparency to 1. I'm also going to go in and change the text color to white. I'm going to go ahead and put in the text bit just to age like that. It doesn't need to be, you don't actually really need to set that, but that just represents what it, that's just there to like represent what it's shown. I'm going to select text scaled. I'm also going to change my font to Source Sans Bold. I personally prefer this one, it's a little bit better. Then inside this guys, I'm also going to go ahead and add a UI stroke. This is just going to make this just stand out a little bit more. And for the thickness, I prefer 2. I think it's quite a decent thickness over here guys. It doesn't look too thin and too weird, so I set 2 for the thickness guys, and that's what we need for the age. And all we really need to do now is just duplicate this. Now I want to go in and call this let's say hunger. Inside this guys, I want to go ahead and put hunger with that. And also guys, we want to go ahead and put the position on the y-axis to 0.3. That's just going to slide that down right now guys, so it's a good distance. Then I'm going to duplicate this again, and I'm going to call this time happiness. And then guys, what we can go ahead and do over here is this. So where is it guys? So we can go and put the scale to 0.6. that brings it down. And also guys, we're going to go and put happiness happiness in here guys. There we go. Okay, so we got them 3 sorted out. And this right now, guys, is going to be what displays above our Floppa. Of course, you don't need to make yours the exact same as mine. So just don't worry about that, guys. And the good thing about this billboard GUI, because we have adorned it to this object, whenever our Floppa moves around, this moves around with it, guys. So we don't really need to worry about moving around the GUI when we're going to code our Floppa to move around the map a little bit later on in the future episode, guys. Keep in mind, if you are struggling at any point into this video, also remember that I do have a Patreon where you guys can go in and download this exact Roblox Studio file. And on there, guys, you can receive one-to-one help from me on how exactly you can for any of your Roblox games, guys. Anyway, in the server script service over here, guys, we are going to go ahead and add a new script right now, guys. This is going to be no, that's a module script, sorry. We're going to add a new script, and this script over here is going to be called give Floppa stats, or whatever the thing that you're raising is called. Then, guys, inside this, we're going to go in and do this. So local data store service is equal to game get service data store service. After that, guys, we are going to go in and do local stats data store is equal to data store service get data store that's get data store. There we go, guys. And then I'm just gonna go in and call this Floppa stats or something like that, guys. It doesn't need to be the same name as mine, but remember, if you ever change the name over here, it will reset the stats and the save of the game. Anyway, guys, next I'm gonna do game.players .player added connect function, and then inside this we're going to put player. That means whenever the player joins the game, then this is going to go ahead and run. First things first, so guys, we're going to do local Floppa stats folder is equal to instance.new. We're going to do a folder folder and comma player. That means that the folder over here is going to be parented to the player. After that, guys, we actually want to go in and change the name of this folder. So .name is going to be equal to Floppa over there, guys. Okay, now they've got that over here, what we're going to go in and do this. So local age is equal to instance.new. This time, guys, instead of a folder, we're going to add an integer value, so an int value over there, and instead of parenting this to the player, it's going to be parented to the Floppa stats folder. Now that I've done that over here, guys, we're going to make age.name is going to, of course, be equal to age. And then, guys, we want to go in and set the value of the age. So age.value is going to be equal to 1. That's what age it starts off as. If you guys want to make yours start off at like 0 age, then feel free to do that. But I think 1's a good age to start off at. Then, guys, we're going to do local hunger is equal to be honest, guys, no, we're just going to quickly copy and paste this in. But instead of age, we're going to change it to hunger. For all this right now, guys, hunger, it's also going to start off at max hunger 100. Then hunger, over here, guys, of course, and that should be good for the hunger. We also want to go in and do the same for happiness. I know other games have like cleanliness and stuff like that, but guys, this is just a little one that you can add as an extra stat. It doesn't need to be there for the game to work as intended, guys. However, it's just a nice extra thing that the player can work towards. Right, okay, guys, so we got our happiness thing right now, and of course that's going to be 100% when it starts off. After that, guys, we're going to do this. So local stats data, not data is equal to stats data store get sync, then player dot user ID. That is just finding our that's just finding the data that's been saved under the player's user ID. So then we're gonna go in and do if stats data is not, one second, guys, so that's the curly line, not equal to nil, then that means if there is something saved in the stats data, then we are going to go ahead and load it, guys, because there's no point in changing the value if there is nothing saved, as it would just pretty much break it, guys. So we're going to go ahead and do stats data 1, then hunger dot value is equal to stats data 2, here we go, guys, and then happiness dot value is equal to stats data and then 3. That's because of the order that this has been saved in, guys. After that, we are going to go ahead and do this right now. Okay, so game.players.player removing. This is going to be when we actually save this. So connect function. So above was when we are loading their stats in. This is when this is when we're now going to be saving it. So player over here, guys. Of course, then we are going to go ahead and add a new table. So of course, stats data. I keep on doing date. Stats data is equal to these curly brackets over here, guys. You don't need to do anything other than that. Then, guys, we're going to do for underscore child in pairs player dot floppa stats. Then get children, there we go, and then do. So what we are doing here, guys, we are looping through every single stat in the floppa stats folder. Make sure you guys do put this, whatever you name that, and then what we are going to go in and do over here is just put the value into the stats data to then save that. So table.insert stats data, we're going to go ahead and insert the child.value. So that's saving the value of the stat that it has just looped through or like iterated through. Then, guys, we're going to go in and do this. So pcall and then function. We also like to use these pcall functions whenever we are dealing with data. Then we are going to go in and do stats data store set sync player dot user id, and then stats data over here, guys. Right, okay, so we've got this is now fully saved. However, guys, we always want to be safe. So game bound to close, that means whenever the game like maybe shuts down unexpectedly, then we are going to go in and do this. So we're going to do for underscore player in pairs game dot players, and yeah, get players get players get players, and then do. So what we are doing here, guys, we are looking through every single player, and we're just going to go ahead and do the same thing as we done in this in the function above, and just save their stats like that. Okay, guys, so now if we load in, of course, one second, guys. So of course this isn't going to change our little value display yet. As you can see here, this is the max distance. Of course, you can change that. But if we go in and load up our player, well, look into our player. As you can see right now, we've now got a floppa stats folder. Our age is 1, our happiness is 100, and our hunger is 102. And if you guys want to see this changing and saving, we can just simply switch to a server. Switch to the server here. I'm just going to change the age to like 3, happiness 32, and then let's put the hunger to, I don't know, random number, not 456, 45. There we go, guys. Okay, and as you can see here, this has now changed here, guys. And then if we simply stop and then play again, then we shall see our stats save. As you can see, 3 for the age, 32 for the happiness, and 45 for the hunger, which is awesome, guys. So that allows you to like save the player's progress and the floppa stats whenever they leave the game. I forgot what I was going to say, guys, but also one thing I do right now have just thought about this. I would probably turn off can collide for your floppa thing. It's just going to make it a lot better for the player experience. That means that the player's not going to be like getting pushed around by the floppa, if you guys get what I mean over here, because as you can see there, I couldn't walk through it, but this allows you guys to walk through it. Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say over here, guys. You know, I'll think about it in a second, but yeah, I'll definitely come across it and think about what I was thinking about before, guys. But anyway, let's go and move on now. In the stats display over here, what we are going to go in and do right now is create a new script, a local script over here, guys. Over here, and I'm going to go in and call this edit stats. No, edit display over here, not display, edit display. I don't know why, like, I type random words. It's so weird, guys. Anyway, what we're going to go in and do over here, guys, is get the players. So local players equals game get service players. Then of course we're going to go in and find the local player as we can do it as it's in a local script. To local players equal players dot local player. After that, guys, we are going to go in and find the stats display. Stats display is equal, of course, to the script dot parent, as that is the GUI thing above there. Then, guys, we are going to go in and do this. Just underneath the player, I'm going to go in and do this. So local floppa stats is equal to the player, wait for child, floppa stats over here, guys. There we go. After that, we are going to go in and just define the age stat variables. Age stat variable. So local age stat is equal to floppa stats, wait for child, age, whatever you guys called it. Then local age display is going to be equal to the stats display, wait for child, and then age. As you can see, we called the age over there, guys. Then we are going to go in and do this. So age display text is equal to age colon dot age stat dot value over here, guys. So this allows us to display the age value as soon as the player loads into the game. I'm going to quickly copy and paste this right now, guys, because we want to go in and do the same for hunger and also happiness. So instead of age stat this time, it's going to be hunger. Wait 1 second. And quickly highlight it. Hunger stat. I'm going to quickly change this to age stat 2. Then Floppa stat wait for child hunger. Then of course this here hunger. And then instead of age display, hunger display. And we are now going to go ahead and copy and paste that in there and pretty much do the same thing in, here, guys. So instead of age, happiness, there we go, guys. And then I'm going to go ahead and happiness stat and then dot happiness. There we go, guys. And the same thing here. There we go. Happiness display equals that. And then, of course, whatever you called that there, and then there we go, guys. Okay, so that should be good. So since we loaded into the game now, it's now going to display the values that we got over there, guys. However, it's not going to display the values when they've changed. So we want to go in and do it now. So whenever the values change, it's now going to go in and show them. So what we're going to go in and do this here is this. So age start dot changed, that means whenever it goes up or down, to be honest. We're going to do connect function, and then inside this, guys, we are going to go ahead and just copy and paste this line over here. You don't really need to do much, to be honest. And then we can just do the same thing with hunger start to change, connect function, and then again we can do the exact same thing over here. Just copy and paste this line. That's what I like about this. You only write about like a bunch. It's mainly just copy and pasting, guys. And happiness start dot changed, connect function. Here we go, guys. And then of course we're going to go in and change this too. So now, guys, if we quickly hop back into the game over here, we will see this now display our age, hunger, and happiness over here, guys. Actually, never mind. I've done one thing over here. One thing wrong. I've just realized there's actually two things wrong over here. First things first, it's not age. I've just realized we also want to do hunger and happiness. There we go, guys. And let me just quickly update these two, guys. Didn't realize that I'd done that. Of course, you guys are gonna want to go ahead and change that. Right, okay, guys. So also we are just gonna go ahead and do dot here percent, as the happiness is gonna be seen as a percentage. You guys don't have to do this, but I'm personally gonna go ahead and do it. So let's quickly do this right now, guys, over here, and let's see this. It should now hopefully be good. As you can see over there, age 3, hunger 45, happiness 32%. Now, guys, if we go ahead and load into if we go ahead and edit our values from the server, because of course we don't have anything to change our values yet, let me just quickly change these so there's something different. I'm just going to do 99 for both hunger and happiness. There we go, guys. Okay, so let's just quickly load back in. And as you can see over here, they've updated as our stats update as well, guys, which is nice. So we got that all working out. However, guys, what do we need to do next? Well, we are going to go and make this script, or shall I say script, that change our stats depending on how long we've been in the game, because the age changes after like how many ever seconds. Hunger like decreases by 1 per second pretty much, and we'll say like the happiness is going to decrease by 1 every 3 seconds or something like that, guys. So what we're going to go and do right now, guys, is create the script that are going to allow us to edit these stats. First things first, so guys, in the replicated storage, we want to add a folder, and I'm just going to simply call this remote events over here, guys. Right, okay, after that, inside this, I'm going to go ahead and add a remote event. I'm going to call this age changed over here, guys. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that 2 times. This time I'm going to go ahead and name it happiness changed, and of course we want to go ahead and name this one hunger changed too. So hunger, there we go, guys. Because we can't change the player's leader stats value from the local script, we actually need to tell the server script to update them, guys. So that's why we need these remote events. And then what we want to go in and do here, guys, inside of the starter player script over here, guys, I'm gonna add a folder over here just so it's more organized. I'm gonna go in and call this changing stats over here, guys. There we go. And inside of this, I'm gonna go ahead and add a local script over here, guys. Where is it? Local script. Here we go. Local script. I'm gonna go in and call this age change over here, guys. So something like this. Okay, inside this, what we are going to go in and do is do this. So local player, actually, if you want, guys, we can just copy and paste this first line over here, these first 3 lines from that script that we just done. Same with this age stat one too, guys. We can just copy and paste that in there as well. We pretty much got all of them now. all we need now is just to find the replicated storage. So replicated storage is equal to game get service replicated storage over here, guys. And of course we want to go and find the age changed remote event. So local age changed is equal to replicated storage, wait for child remote event, and then we're just going to go in and do dot age changed. After that, guys, we are going to go in and do this. So while right, okay, so what I'd recommend doing here is this. So what I'm going to go in and do just for the video over here, I'm just going to do while wait one do, and then we'll do age changed fire server. I'm not going to go sorry, that's not fire server, is it? Fire server. Here we go, guys. I'm not going to go in and do the real amount of time that will change for the that it would need for the age to change, just so we can actually test that this is working. I know it's going to be working because I created all these scripts beforehand, but just for you guys, I'd recommend doing this just to see if there's any errors. And of course, guys, if you are finding any errors with this, and if you are struggling, you can download this exact Roblox Studio file from my Patreon account, and also on there you can receive one-to-one help from me on your own Roblox games, guys. But anyway, over here we are just going to go in and do this just to check if it's working right now, guys. It should be working. It will be working if you guys follow that exactly like me. Anyway, inside the service script service, we're going to add another folder over here, guys, and yeah, I'm just going to go in and call this changing stats as well. So changing stats over here, guys. There we go. And inside this, we're going to add a service script right now, and I'm just going to go in and call this one change age, same as the local script right now, guys. After that, what we're going to go in and do over here is just copy and paste these two lines. After that, guys, we're going to do this. So age changed dot on server event connect, if I can actually write, can I not type properly? Apparently not, guys. Connect function, and then of course player. Inside this, guys, what we're going to go in and do is just copy these two lines over here right now that we put in that script beforehand, and then we're just going to simply do this. So age stat dot value is going to be equal to the age stat dot value plus 1 right now, guys, and this should now increase our age by 1 each second. So let's really quickly run over to our thing. As you guys can see over here, our age is increasing every second by 1. Of course, guys, that's far too quick for your own Roblox game. So here, guys, in this while wait thing, you guys can really change this to however long you want a day to last, really, guys. Let's say you want the day to last 10 minutes, you would change this to 600, because in this wait thing, each number represents a second, so each whole number is 1 second, guys. So let's say you want it to last 10 minutes per day, then you do 600. Maybe you want it to be a bit more fast-paced and last 5 minutes per day, you could do it at 300. I'd probably recommend 300 or something between 300 and 600. You don't want it to be too long, guys, because then it might get a bit boring for the player. So maybe between 300 and 600 over here, because I think 5 minutes is a decent time for a game, and especially because we want to keep the attention span of the players onto the game and not wandering anywhere else, guys. That's a tip from me, just to keep your gameplay fast-paced, because it's going to allow your players to become more engrossed into the game and play a bit more, guys. So anyway, yeah, I recommend doing 300 for the age change one, something between 300 and 600, of course. But now that we know that's working, of course we can do that for the real time. Next, guys, we're going to just do the same thing. This time I'm just going to go and call this one hunger changed, and I'm just going to go in and open this up. It's not going to duplicate the text inside of it, but we can just quickly copy and paste this in here and just change a few lines. So instead of age stat, of course it's going to be hunger stat and hunger in here. There we go, guys. And then of course, instead of age change over here, hunger changed, and of course hunger changed in there. Then, guys, we are going to go in and put hunger changed in this, and we want our hunger to go down roughly every 1 second over here, guys. However, this one's a bit different because we don't want their hunger to go into the minuses, as we will be decreasing their hunger every second. So if we just done this, then their hunger would go like -10, -100, -1000. We don't want that, guys. So if hunger, I think I accidentally added the space up there. If hunger stat dot value is greater than 0, then we can now decrease their hunger stat, guys, and we will not be creating the bit where their hunger goes to 0, then they die yet, because we're going to do a few other things because we want to reset that up. Wait, no, we don't really want to reset that upwards to if that, do we, guys? We'll be doing that in a future episode. This one, I think it's going to be too long to go ahead and add that, guys. I mean, it's nothing too big. We can just do it in a separate episode, guys. Nothing to worry about, though. But this is good for the fundamentals. Anyway, guys, so now we've checked if they have enough hunger to decrease by 1. And if they do, if it's 0 greater than 0, and if they do still have hunger left, then we're going to go ahead and duplicate the script. And instead of change age, change hunger over here, guys. And of course, we're going to just copy what we wrote in here to this one. Instead of age changed, of course, we can just go ahead and copy and paste this line over here, guys, what we wrote before, and of course update that. And instead of age stat over here, guys, we can put hunger stat right now, guys. Here we go. And then of course, we, instead of wanting to add one this time, we want to take away one, which is nice, guys. Okay, there we go. That should be working right now. Let's just quickly hop on the game and I'll show you guys that working. So pretty much, as you guys can see right now, our hunger is decreasing by 1 every single second right now, guys. And if I were to leave this to go to 0, then it wouldn't decrease further. You guys can wait for it to go to 0, but personally, I'm not going to go ahead and do that in today's video because I don't really want to be sitting here for a minute and a half waiting for my hunger to go ahead and go to 0, guys. Right, okay, anyway, we've got this right now. We are so close to being done in today's episode. All we need to do now is change the happiness stat, and this is pretty much the same as the hunger. It's going to decrease by 1. This time, maybe update it a little bit longer, maybe every 3 seconds or 2 seconds. Let's just quickly do the same thing that we've done with hunger. We're going to duplicate the age change and the script, and then instead of that, it's going to be hunger, no, sorry, happiness change, change. There we go, guys. Then what we are going to go ahead and do here, guys, is this. So we are going to go ahead and open it up and just actually, instead of copying the age one, I'd probably recommend the hunger one because it's more similar. So instead of hunger stat, of course, we want to update these just as before, guys. I'm pretty sure this guys is definitely one of the easier videos that we will be sorry, not hunger, what am I doing, happiness. Yeah, this is definitely one of the easier ones. I'd say that is for you guys to follow, because mainly once you guys have one thing sorted out, all we need to do is just copy and paste the rest. So happiness start, there we go, guys. Instead of hunger changed, happiness changed over here, guys. And of course, let's find that, there we go. After that, guys, we are going to go ahead and do happy stat. Happiness stat is greater than 0. Then we're going to fire the server for the happiness changed remote event, and we're going to want to go in and do the same thing over here. Actually, guys, never mind, I want to quickly change this to maybe every 3 seconds or 2 seconds. You guys can whatever you guys want. I'd recommend the happiness to decrease at a slower rate than the hunger. And then, guys, instead of change hunger, of course, change happiness. There we go, guys. And we want to just quickly duplicate this into here right now, guys, because it's the same. And of course, I'm just going to quickly copy and paste a few of these right now. So instead of hunger stat, happiness stat, and of course, instead of happiness changed, we want instead of hunger changed, we want happiness changed. And let's just put these where them all the things were. And now, guys, this should be fully working right now. Our stats should save. They should go down and up every time interval. As you guys can see over here, our happiness is going down, but I do not know why it has. I know why it's not 100% on, because if we quickly go back into the stats display, we probably, yeah, we did. We forgot to add a percent over here, guys, to the end bit over there. Now, 1 second, let me just do the double dot. Also, one final thing I want to show you guys a little bit over here, just to make it look a little bit nicer, guys. You don't need to do this, of course, but as you guys can see over here, this is fully working. I think you can all agree that this is good. It's saving, it's good, guys. But what is in the fun Razer Floppa game is like the color for the happiness thing, guys. So we can do this. We can do this right now. So if happiness stat, let's say, is greater than 60, so sorry, guys, dot value is greater than 60, then we can go ahead and make the color of this, guys. Right, first things first, straight away, I recommend maybe putting let's find a nice color for this, guys. We want a green color just to show that the happiness is good. You guys can do this for the rest of them too, but yeah, maybe, sorry, that's the background color. What am I doing? Text color, here we go. So yeah, let's maybe say that this is a good color right now. There we go, we've got that color over there, and pretty much, so we got that right now. So if the happiness stat is greater than 0, then happiness display dot text color free is gonna be equal to color free dot new, and then 43,255, and then 20. Wait, that is not the case of it. You know, guys, let's just open this up, and then so red was 43, then 255 and 20. You guys can really pick a color from the color wheel over here, guys. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Never mind, I forgot. They're different types of things, the color free stuff. Right, ignore that. But then we're gonna go in and do else if happiness stat dot value, let's say this time is greater than 30, then we are gonna go ahead and set that the happiness like color, let's say this time to let's find it nice little orange over here. Yeah, we'll do an orange right now, and then else wait 1 second, guys. We want to do this and happiness stat dot value is less than 60. That means that it's not gonna wait, actually, sorry, do we really need to do that? You know, guys, I'd probably just do it just to be safe. Anyway, guys, else we are gonna go ahead and do, no, you know what, guys, no, we'll do else if happiness stat dot value is less than 30. Then just to be safe, guys, we're gonna do it like this so we don't have any problems. I haven't actually made this before, I just created this right now, so I don't know if we need to do that, but I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. Okay, guys, so now let's go and run up over here, guys. So happiness 94%. Let me just quickly change this to what it would be. So it updates at 60, doesn't it? Let me just quickly change the happiness over here to 62 over here right now, guys. Okay, let's quickly switch back. Okay, that is completely broken. I've not fully updated it. 62. Sorry, guys, I didn't fully change it. There we go, guys. Okay, so 62 right now, 61, and then wait for it to go below 60 right now, and then it should update color. Yeah, there we go, guys. It's now going to go orange, and it'll go red when it's below that, guys. And that's how you can go to make the little stat change for your stuff. You can also do that for hunger maybe too. I'd maybe recommend it, guys. Yeah, that's going to be it for this video here. Of course, stay tuned for the next part. I'm really enjoying this series right now, and if you need any help, of course, you'll find it on my Patreon account, and also channel members. You can actually receive scripts on there every single month. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video here. I hope you all did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe to show some support, and peace out.